Oh, hello, and welcome to another edition of Betty in the Bush. What a wild week. Hope y'all are doing well. Finally, I'll get situated. So, it's been pretty wild for me because, okay, I just got my period today, but I've been playing with hormones. Can we talk about hormones for a moment? I got my first period when I was, guys, you can just turn it off now, but I got my first period when I was 10. I had a lot of questions, obviously, and there was really no one to give me too many answers. I had painful periods, so they put me on birth control. That was it. That was the answer. I'm not saying this was ever done in harm. This is my story. This is how it worked out. So I was on that forever. Then it was like low dose, and then NuvaRing, did them all. And then suddenly I was with a boyfriend and it wasn't even a good relationship. And I was like, I'm getting melasma. What am I doing? So I got off of it. And honestly, it was the best decision I ever made. Highly recommend it for everyone. I think you need to wrestle with the hormone monster. That rings true for anyone. Because it's so nice that it's this thing that gets to tell you how your health is. It's a health check-in, and everyone used to call it the red tent, but personally, I think it was an escape. It was where women got to go and relax and give them each other massages and braid each other's hair and be female and just, India, I've heard in India, when you get your period, you're not allowed to work, or you get 3 days off or something. In Bali, they say you're not allowed to get in the ocean and you're not allowed to be in the kitchen. And I think we need to switch our mindset on that. And you don't have to. You don't have to be in the kitchen. You don't have to be around any males. You can go to your own red tent. I actually just told a friend of mine, who got the vid. I was like, she didn't really. Her family thinks she has it. She keeps testing negative. She's just kind of achy, nothing crazy is going on. No, losing taste and smell. But I was like, just tell your family you have it and go in your ohana and just take a time out. Have him take care of the kids. Anyway, so this last week, well, actually this whole last month, my doctor and I have been talking about using the creams, progesterone creams and thyroid creams and stuff like that. And it's been an interesting journey. So I told her that, yes, I can feel myself ovulate, and yes, I have crampy periods. And so she was like, okay, thyroid's not working because you can feel yourself ovulate. Take that to the bank. And if you have cramps and things like that, usually it means low progesterone. It can also mean low magnesium, which is really common. But so we started adding creams on day 14, day 21, doing a little dance with them all just to kind of test and see how it goes. And it has been a trip. FYI, progesterone makes you tired. So I posted on my Insta story the other day, I think it was Saturday, that I just was laying on my couch. I woke up, I had coffee, I got some emails, I did the creams, and then I laid on the couch, had mac and cheese, and just couldn't move. And I knew I was a sloth. I was like, why am I slothing around? Come to find out, progesterone makes you sleepy. So then I started doing it at night. First 2 nights were I felt like an antibiotic hormone injected cow. No one wants to wake up feeling like that. Don't worry, no one's in bed with me. It's just me and my cow self, starfishing in my cow king. But it was interesting. And some other symptoms, a lot of women right now are estrogen dominant, which is stress related, cortisol levels, which has to do a lot with diet, alcohol and alcohol consumption, and insomnia, constipation. Obviously those are indicators of many things, but that could be, and painful breasts. Oh my God, it was like I was pregnant. My boobs were huge. I should have really filmed the YouTube then. I didn't. But so I think it's just such an interesting story that we need to talk more about, and just little creams and things. I'm not menopausal, and usually we only talk about these hormones, whether it's birth control pills or it's transgender situations, or it's menopause. And there's such a nice in between where you can boost yourself in certain ways to get through a period. I just got my period this morning. It was kind of funny. So I talked with my therapist this morning, first thing, who's also a business coach, doing a lot of writing, purging, etc. Very cathartic, but obviously I was crying. I literally finish writing, go to the bathroom, find out the blessed has arrived, get dressed for Pilates. I'm on the reformer and I start shedding a tear or two. I'm like, what is going on? If there was a chance I was pregnant, I would be like, oh shit, I'm pregnant. But there's no chance. No immaculate conception for this Mary. But yeah. Just wanted to open up this discussion though. Also, I have another friend who just reminded me the copper toxicity, which you can typically get from like Paragard, the umbrella, the IUD, I call them the umbrellas, but that it causes estrogen dominance as well. So let me know if you have questions, but it was a really funny week and I had to share that it's almost like I was pregnant with huge boobs and completely emotional, strange cravings. Like I just had an ice cream bar for lunch. I think that's just periods though. Exhaustion, scatterbrains. Yeah. This is going to be the Betty in the bush. I'm really in the bush this week. Heavy in the bush. Well, I'll try and keep it lighter next week. Have a good one.